Hi, in this lecture, we will understand about the study timeline that you can follow in order to get a 700 plus score on GMAT. You can prepare for the GMAT exam in 8 weeks. To start off, the first 2 weeks can be spent in concept building through the official guide and the Manhattan books. For me, these 2 weeks were very important when I was actually focusing on getting my fundamentals strong, especially in the verbal section. Practicing through GMAT official guides can give you an initial idea of where you stand and where your abilities are. The next 3 weeks should be spent on giving mock tests, one every weekend, and analysis of the mistakes of these mock tests. When you give a mock test, you realize that there are some specific areas or some specific topics where you're lacking. Identifying these weak areas can actually help you build a strong fundamental once again. Practicing continuously is very important in these 3 weeks, which can be done through the GMAT official guides. Week 6 and 7 would include improving the weak concepts using the Manhattan guides. Once again, we go back to these Manhattan guides to actually build up the strong fundamental on the topics that were left weak early on. We should continuously give the mock test every weekend to actually understand how we are progressing or how we'll be able to perform well in the exam. Practicing the weak topics through GMAT Club, the verbal guides and the quant guides becomes very important in this stage because this is the time when we actually build your score to a 700 plus perfection score. The final week should be spent in a much more relaxing way, giving just one or two mock tests and analyzing the mistakes. There is no need to take stress in the last week because all your preparation has been done and you know all the concepts and their fundamentals. There is nothing to stress about in the last week, and you just need to keep that flow open by practicing a few questions every day and giving one or two mock tests. Following this study timeline can help you get a score which is to the max of your ability. It becomes very difficult for people who are working as well to focus on studying. For these people, I would like to suggest another strategy. In the same strategy, instead of focusing on the concept building part, you can directly focus on practicing the questions. When you practice questions, you kind of identify what all topics you're lacking. When you're lacking these topics, you try to understand these questions in this week 3 method. In the next lecture, I will discuss about the time management strategy that needs to be followed in order to get a 700 plus score on GMAT. Happy learning!